Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be opening up the new UniVersus Star Trek Lower Decks Challenger Series deck, and specifically the Divana Tendi deck. I also have the Sam Rutherford deck to open up for you all, but that will be in a separate video, so keep an eye out for that. And before we get into this video, I just wanted to talk about my lack of content recently. My computer basically went kablooey. The power supply just decided to give up, so I'm currently out of a desktop PC, and I have a very makeshift setup using a 8-year-old laptop and the webcams that I was using on my old PC. So I'm waiting for that to get repaired, and I'm excited to get back into the content grind. Now I'm really excited to open up this deck and show you all the cards inside, mainly because I got to reveal this deck to you all in a couple previous videos. So if you haven't seen those, go check them out. I put a lot of effort into them and had a lot of fun making them too. And lastly, big shout out and thank you to UVS Games for sending me these decks to make content with. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and a comment below. And now we can get to the actual unboxing. So I may have cheated already a little bit, and I did already open up the collector's booster packs, but at the end of the video, I will show you what I got inside. And that was mainly because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make content for these, but luckily the laptop was able to get spinning up and running. So let me just get this open. And here we go. I forgot this is a new addition to these decks. We have our lenticular, I believe that is the term, foil character cards now. And this is a sturdy card, and I guess it makes sense. But you can see it has like the beam me up kind of animation when you rotate it. That is super cool. But yeah, this is a heavy duty card. Leave that there. And of course we have our Challenger Series booklet. Can show you all what you get inside, how many you get, all the different alt arts for each one. Pretty standard stuff. But let's get to it. All right. Starting off, our character, one of our characters, Divana Tendi, Eager Science Officer, 7-hander with 20 health, an ensign and healer. Res response, after a player gains health, their next check gets +1. In response, lose 1 health. After an attack is played, it gets -1 speed or gains stun 1. So that is the top character of this deck, but we found out there's actually 2 characters per deck, and it's a basically variance of the main character, and that is Divana Tendi, Mistress of the Winter Constellations, 6-hander with 28 health. It's a pirate, and it says response, lose X health. After an attack is played, it gets +X or -X speed with max 2. And then response, after your non-throw attack deals damage, your rival each loses 1 health, and you gain 1 health for each rival you have. So there's some funny phrasing with these characters, and it kind of rounds it about being a multiplayer experience, not just, or maybe it's just particular wording, so in case things do come. And there's also things like triple threat. So it is pretty interesting, but I'm very excited to build and play both of these characters because I have not yet. Yeah, let's see what's next. We have Emergency Treatment, the rare action. It's a 5 difficulty, and it says this card ignores progressive difficulty. Response, remove. After a player loses health, that player gains 3 health. The next block played this turn ignores progressive difficulty. And we're going to be seeing a lot of health and check hacking in this deck, mainly because we are on the life and chaos symbols. And also the alt character is life and chaos, and the main character has fire, and the alt character has death. So we're going to be seeing a lot of that in this deck, and we have 2 of those. Next up, we have the ultra rare asset, T88. It's a 2 difficulty tech card, and it has enhanced commit. Your rival mills 1. If they milled a foundation this way, their next check gets -1. Otherwise, your next check gets +2, and that is chaos attuned. And we have 2 of those. Ooh, I finally get to see this in person. The 6 difficulty secret rare unique asset, the USS Cerritos NCC-75567. This card looks so cool, and I'm super happy with the design. And I believe there are 4 different alts of this card that you can pull in the collector's boosters, which is super interesting. But it says form once per turn, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 of them to your hand, 1 to the bottom of your deck, and 1 to the top of your deck. I think this is a super good asset. The 6 difficulty makes it a little bit scary to play, but at least it's a 4 check. But it can set up a turn very well, giving you a good check, giving you a you know, good card in hand, and I guess tossing one to the bottom that you don't need. So I really like this card, and I'm excited to try to use it. Leave that up there. All right, onto our attacks, I believe. 4 difficulty, extreme methods, 4 mid for 4 is a tech and weapon card, and it says Blitz, spend 1 momentum. This attack gains +2 speed and +2 damage, and then gain 2 health. And then it says response, after this attack deals damage, draw 1 card. And we have 2 of those. Onto our ultra rare attack. And I just want to say real quick, these cards look really good. I'm very happy with the way these cards came out. This is a 6 difficulty, it's 5 high for 6 syndicate skills. It's an echo attack, and it says this attack gets -1 difficulty and -1 to its block modifier if you have lost this, or you have lost health this turn, sorry. And it says Blitz, your rival's next check to play a block gets -2. This is a pretty good attack in my opinion. So this is a pretty good attack in my opinion, and you can echo it and play it on a 5, so that's pretty cool. And you get 2 of those. And they have a rare foundation, Unyielding Enthusiasm. 3 difficulty, response, flip 1 foundation. After you gain health, look at the top card of your deck. You may put it on the bottom of your deck. There is one health revolving character that I'm super excited for these cards, and I think you all know who it is without me having to say. We get 2 of those. Then we have Acts of Piracy, 3 difficulty, 2 mid for 3. It has Frenzy, which is a new keyword in the game, and tech. And Frenzy means Blitz, this attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage for each attack blocked this turn. So the more attacks that are blocked on your turn, the more speed and damage Frenzy attacks are going to get. So it is a neat new keyword. And we've seen abilities like this in the game before, but they finally just wrapped it up in a keyword for us to use. Then we have Black Ops Throwdown, a 5 difficulty, 2 high for 6 throw. It says Blitz, if this attack is not blocked, your next check gets +1. And we have 3 of those. Next up, Liberating Headbutt, 4 difficulty, 3 mid for 5. Blitz with powerful 2. Blitz, if you have gained health this turn, this attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage, which for this character is very easy to do. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Up next, Pad Power, 3 low for 5, has stun 1. It's a slam weapon attack, 5 difficulty. Blitz, just gain 2 health. Just straight up gain 2 health. Easy enough. And we have 4 of those. Next up, Serving Shade, 4 difficulty with the X2, 4 low for 4. It says response, after you lose health, you gain 1 health, and this attack gets +1 damage. Pretty cool. And we only get 3 of those. Alrighty, now we're on to foundations. Let me just stack up all these attacks. And here we have one of the funnest cards, most fun cards, grammar. Oh my god, do you see this? It just keeps sliding off. Stay. There we go. We have the Embarrassment of Dopplers. Sorry, Embarrassment of Duplers. A 2 difficulty, 5 check foundation with the Dupler keyword, and it says static. You may include any number of copies of this card in your deck. So you can have 40 an Embarrassment of Duplers in your deck and just play this foundation if you want. It's kind of crazy. And then it says enhance commit. This non-throw attack gets +X damage. X equals the number of Duplers in your stage. So the more of these you have, you are getting an insane amount of damage. You just have to be careful for cards that can stun a specific type of card like Ice Sword, because then you're kind of out of luck there. And we get 4 of those, which is a good thing. Next up, we have Best Buddies. 1 difficulty foundation, says response, sacrifice 1 foundation. After an attack is played, choose any number of players and they each gain 1 health. So more wording around like a multiplayer format. Super interesting that these decks and characters kind of took that into consideration. Then we have Buffer Time, 2 difficulty with Breaker 1, enhance commit, spend 1 momentum, your rival mills 1. If they milled an attack this way, draw 2 cards, otherwise draw 1 card. Chaos is getting a lot of help on draw, which is super nice recently. And then we have another Dupler card, just the Dupler Emissary, 1 difficulty, 6 check, blank foundation with the Dupler keyword. And we have 4 of those. Then we have 1 difficulty, Eager to Please. It says response after you take damage. Your next check this turn gets +1. For those. 2 difficulty, Makeshift Repair. Response flip after an attack is partially blocked. The blocking player gets. Then we have 2 difficulty, Makeshift Repair. It says response flip after an attack is partially blocked. The blocking player gains 3 health. So more wording around the blocking player is interesting. 2 difficulty, Piratical Past. Enhanced flip. Your rival's next check to play a block gets -2. We're at 4 of those. Next up, Summoned Home. 1 difficulty, Enhanced flip. If you have gained health this turn, this attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. Otherwise, gain 1 health. And we're at 4 of those. And I believe this is the last foundation, the Dog. An ally card, 3 difficulty, enhance once per turn. If you have gained health this turn, your next check to play a card gets +1. If it is your turn and your rival has 11 or more foundations, your next check gets +4 instead. Kind of crazy. And they also wrapped up the deadlock kind of condition of this card in the hands without putting deadlock on the card. So maybe that was just to separate it so you're not getting +5 to your check, or they're trying to phase out deadlock. I don't know. But it's very interesting. And we have 4, or no, we only have 3 of those actually. But that is everything in this deck. Overall, I'm pretty excited about these 2 characters. I really like the Chaos and Life symbols, so it'll be fun to build these 2 around. The whole play on losing and gaining life, and then hacking checks with Tendi or Science Officer is really cool. And there's just a lot of cool cards in this deck for other characters like Ymir. So super excited to play with these. And of course, before we end the video, I will show you what I pulled in the collector booster pack for this deck. We had some pretty good pulls in this one, but you'll definitely want to check out the Sam Rutherford video because there was a very interesting pull in that one. We got a foil Eager to Please, a foil Family Secret, a foil Hunt for Karanch, I believe, Acts of Piracy foil, and a Mesmerizing Mission. And if you couldn't see, we do have foils from all 4 decks, not just this one. And then we pulled for our alt card, Badgie, the Vengeful Pal. I believe this is the asset from Brad's deck. I could be wrong, but it has Breaker 1 ally tech. Response after you play this card, build it, and enhance once per turn. Your attack at +3 damage. Any player may play this ability. So super interesting. Don't know if I'll get any play or much play from this card, but the alt is very pretty. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you tuning in. And again, apologies about the delay in content. I'm hopefully going to get that PC fixed ASAP, but I have to wait on them to repair it. But yeah, thank you for enjoying the video. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and comment below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.